Um, Thank you, media persons, for coming to our press conference. Today is a very important press conference regarding to the identity of the indigenous Nagas settling in Dimapur, Chumkedima, and Newland. These three districts are all really important, but we will be dwelling on Dimapur districts in particular. We all know the issue of ILP. It was due to popular demand and the demand of the people. It was notified way back on December 11, 2019 by the government. But that was still in notification. It was in deeds, not in words. Now, fast forward, all the civil societies of Dimapur have time and again appealed to the government to strictly enforce ILP in Dimapur district and the three erstwhile districts, that is Chumu and Newland. So on 20th November 2024, if I'm not mistaken, the government has issued a notification that ILP will be introduced in Dimapur with three categories. So the first category is December 1963, that is the year that Nagaland got statehood. And the second category is 21st November 1979. And the third category, 22nd November 1979. Now, if you look at the genesis that has happened, we all know that ILP, it is a democratic time bomb which affects the indigenous communities of Nagaland. In this regard, I would like to point out that Dimapur Naga Sinan have given up many press releases, and we have also met on April 5th, 2025, we have submitted a representation to the governor, and on February 5, 2025, we have submitted a memorandum to the Chief Minister of Nagaland, appealing the Chief Minister to strictly enforce and ILP in Dimapur and to have a robust mechanism to check such and also to set up check gates in all the entry points of Dimapur. My colleagues will also say something. I will also add more on the later part.
As said by our AGS, time and again, the Dimapur Naga Association have been raising the issue of ILP again and again. We have written numerous representation and letters to the government, but we all know that ILP is already in place, but enforcement though we haven't seen in a proper manner as of now. Proper manner no enforcement in ILP though. You see, towns like Dimapur has grown rapidly, and it has become a melting pot. And government anbra ko aise itu main power nai aro, and especially the business community and the settlers, corona non-local settlers anbra government ge complain prograne itu implementation bi hole diktar hoyas ni ina observe kore ase aman Dimapur Naga Association do. Nagaland do it's a very unique state. We have a different culture, different history, and a different geopolitical in the geopolitical context also it's very different. So we are stressing and giving utmost importance to the implementation of ILP, especially in Dimapur. Why implementation of ILP is very important is because it will protect the indigenous cultures and tribes. You see, when it comes to the influx of non-locals in especially in Dimapur, the implementation of ILP becomes difficult because the implementation of ILP will help in protection of indigenous cultures and tribes, because the ILP, it will help protect this numerous distinct cultures, language and tradition. ILP do It helps protect these communities from cultural dilution and encroachment by regulating the entry of non-locals, and the implementation of ILP will also help in the democratic safeguarding of our state. Unregulated migration could alter the demographic balance of the state, potentially marginalizing the local population. ILP will help to prevent such shifts by controlling the influence of outsiders, and also security concerns. Given the history of insurgency in Nagaland, we share borders with Myanmar also. So implementing ILP will help in regulating who enters the state and adds a layer of security and oversight. So you see, the implementation of ILP also help in legal and constitutional backing. ILP is provided by the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act 1973. We all know that. So which is constitutionally protected. It aligns with our Article 371A of the Indian Constitution, which gives Nagaland special rights over its customary laws and ownership of the land and resources. And the most important point is the sustainable development. By limiting unchecked migration, the ILP system ensures that the development happens in a way that benefits the local people and not the outsiders or the external interests. Therefore, we urge the state government to implement the ILP and enforce it at the earliest. Thank you.
We also implement our GS. I think Naga Manukam bi sob jani ase hola ILP to ki ase. ILP to kubokule to it was introduced by the Britishers through the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act of 1873. Itu tu hole tu poila press release te bi press conference bi koi dise mohana president para. Itu tu hole tu buga Manukam para itu indigenous tribal Naga Manuhan ke sai gena. Itu kan tu hole tu inika thakile tu tai kan tu hole tu uneducated ase manu nisina educated na hoy itu karne ta khan ke check na kuri se gule tu ta khan ke ber ekta nisina na rakhi di se gule tu tai khan la mati khan ta khan la identity khan sob chur ho jabo koi ne thaki ne dali ne thakia la ase to fast forward ite dule tu when we got the statehood we were given a constitutional right, a special provision under Article 371A. तो itu sai gene government of India bi in Naga Manukan to distinct ase alag ase they will so that in order to prevent us from being exploited by those who are more educated than us ILP dalia ase in other districts. So unfortunately Dimapur district it erstwhile it to hole to Chumu Newland hole Dimapur district to hole to dalibo pare nai through the inability kubo of the government. So it to high time mujhe Naga Manukambi we know that Dimapur being the gateway of the entire Nagaland unabated influx to hoine jase. So time and again Mohan civil societies not only DNSU even NSF even all the entire CSOs of Dimapur Mohan jo para hala kure ase government ke appeal kure ase phal para ILP to hole to strictly enforce kuribi robust mechanism dali dibi kuigena dali ase. Now the government is saying there is a bureaucratic law process ase hurdle ase like our GSS say itu manpower nai. If the government is really concerned for the people of Nagaland for the indigenous communities, I think it is high time for them to establish a mechanism. Manu hole bi lagile to CSOs can be kwaso babar. We are ready to give cooperation to the government anytime. So now we demand that time for delaying is over. Ite hole to strict robust ILP to hole Dimapur de dalibi koi na appeal kure ase.
First much then because the government in return that Dimapur the non Naga permanent citizens can go like any other country they should be given the rights to purchase land in the municipal areas of Dimapur.
Acha.
Any other rights.
that they are asking the government to implement something like European work in Shillong di Dhakan Nishna. Itu Nishna bi ada Dimapur de Dhakan di lekini ka Dhakan nan naga so libe Dimapur municipal area di do Dhakan mati kini botak rights divina legal citizen divina mana Dhakan Maoris samaj pra mangi ase. So Dimapur Naga Students Union as a pressure group. Since apuningan aje ILP laga address kore ase tadi ki koya apuningan.
See, first of all, this is not Shillong. This is Nagaland. Second of all, Article 371A, like Sir Razo have said, Article 371A ke karan dal ke I will first talk about the history of the Nagas. See, Nagas have shed their blood. Many lives have been sacrificed to protect our identity, our land, our culture, tradition, and custom. Nah, our ancestors have shed their blood to get this Article 371A. During the time of Jawaharlal Nehru. I think it was 16-point agreement. It was a part of 16-point agreement, Article 371A. Even before that, the Britishers, they did not allow their own fellow Britishers to come into the lands of the Nagas without the ILP. They came to know that these Naga people are innocent, uneducated, tribal people. Their land cannot be snatched. Itu current protect group. They felt the need to protect the unique identity, the existence of the tribal people. Naga Manmohan Nishna. Nah, first thing first. Now second thing. Bahar mano ay kena mati kinmo na diba karni. Ami kala land and resource. Nah, itu exploit nukurba karni to Article 371 dalga masito. First thing first ito ase. Holi bi itu holi mo khata mani dibo. Thik ase. Takan 1963 age bro third generation, fourth generation ai jaise kena rakhe ase. Mani jaise mo. ठीक है राइट दिबो लगे तो राइट दिबो लगे बोले तो तखन क्ला ILP against process. First thing first, they said before the creation of the Nagaland state 1963 they were here, they are very much a part of citizens of Nagaland. Then the existence of the Samaj Marwari, first thing na itu Marwar kota kata dengan to Marwar man, they have very good reputation in Nagaland. So are they not also responsible to abide by the Constitution of India if they are really in India? First thing first. Now they are talking about the minorities. See, as per the Constitution of India, two types of minorities are there: religious minorities and linguistic minorities. Nah, linguistic pra holibi ami kamte tahan prabi kumti. Nah, artan religious jase holibi tahan tu Hindu kan asu tu. See, ami Naga, ami America ta boisha holibi ami Naga ase khunbra. I'm UK the Bosli Moto Nagasa tribal Manasudo. I'm minority everywhere. Just because there are few people of here in Nagaland, they want to call themselves minority, that I don't want to accept it. Minority got as a whole India constitution can say that a minority going Asudu. Not as a state by state minority man gets corona. Holibi, that depends on the government of Nagaland if we want to consider as a minority or not. Now purchasing of land and XYZ they are saying. Now first of all I want to question the very existence of the Samaj. As far as I know, the foundation of the Samaj, Marwari Samaj, is to protect their identity, culture and traditions and custom of the Marwari people. Now imagine the one who claimed himself to be speaking on behalf of Marwari Samaj, Basu Damani. I have written a letter to the president of Marwari Samaj. Either the Marwari Samaj have authorized him to speak on behalf of the Marwari, or he just said that by his own, individual interest. Because everybody knows he is the vice president of BJP. Now imagine the president of Dimapur Nagas Union. May NPF member thakshik lutu. Naile to Naga ho BJP president thakshik lutu. Naile Naga council RPP the kam thakshik lutu. Political interest kuch jasu to. I am not supposed to be aligned in any political organization. Jinin manno boisat krasato Samaj kantu they from this Marwari Samaj kantu they from this organization to protect the identity, culture and tradition custom of the Marwari, or they have from this organization due to the need of political interest. Itu mo khanyo koi dibi. Then we'll only talk about ILP or not. Now, even the BJP, he is the vice president of BJP. I'm pretty sure BJP have never authorized him. I have never seen any BJP political party against the implementation of ILP in Nagaland. Nor does the NPF. And it is also harsh fact that none of the political party have given their party manifesto as an ILP. No? And this ILP, itu ILP is important. Now we are talking about 147 assistant professor post. That is also very important. That the assistant professor kura man khan bedro hobi, frandor hobi, na silindor hobi ki hobi. Nagaman takshido. Nagaman nachito because it is affecting our future. Now we are talking about some outsiders coming and snatching our land and I'm kan na itu jaga para mani to jabla kota kwasi to. This is very sensitive. Now be it Bihari Samaj, Bengali Samaj, Marwari Samaj, if they are really for the Nagas, if they are really the citizens of India, Desh ki Nagrik, they say that. So if they are the citizens of India, are they not responsible? If they love Nagas, they should be the one to support the Nagas. They should think for the interest of the Nagas. They are not minority. They are not minority. They have money. You couldn't control Kunase, Katai Dan Way. Tan nothing Shaka Bogina Busha, to Buibi indigenous Maya did Voodoo. Tan effect no. Illegal immigrants couldn't bad like no Quase, I'll be not be. Couldn't be one Hidu. Illegal immigrants are bad even Nulatu. Mu Prabu Nulatu. I'll be not be Gugina. Holibi, nothing Sishipra Aman Khan. Who claim themselves to be the indigenous of the Nagaland are saying that ILP should not be implemented. On what ground ILP should not be implemented? Are they to it is about like first thing, Tam history also. Tan ILP Delbomon Nai. Tam the Indian citizen as they have a right to live everywhere. Tika said, Tan ILP Delbomon Nai. Are they illegal immigrants? They don't want us to call them illegal immigrants. They don't want us to call them non-local, but they don't want us to implement ILP. The ILP is to identify people. Illegal immigrants क्या है, immigrants क्या है, कौन indigenous है itu kan क्या identify group करना है तो, differentiate group करना है तो ILP ना दल भी कौन से, माटी भी किन को कौन से, minister MLA post भी जब कौन से, और ILP ना दल भी कौन से. So that is the thing. So regarding this question, see, Naga Manula Matia se, Nagaland jaga se. If they call me racist leaders, I don't mind. Okay, holibi Nagaland the Burkina Nagaland Kanun follow common na Nagaland the Burkina Nagaland against Kurbo Nagaland na whatever is well being of the Nagas it against Kurbo against the policies of the betterment of the Nagas against Kotachi Kurito itu tahanto with due respect Nagaland Charan Jajiban itu no honestly I'm saying Nagaland Charan Jajibi Moibar Khatabi Gon holibi tahan Nagaman Moron like Chadibi I really wish that there is some Hindi channel also na padle Hindi bro khoto kobo they call themselves देश के नागरिक और हम नागा आदिवासी हैं तो देश के संविधान में आर्टिकल 371 एक दिया है ना क्या इनको भी फर्ज नहीं बनता है इसको निभाने के लिए है कि नहीं देश का नागरिक बोलते हैं तो देश का संविधान में आर्टिकल 371 में नागा आदिवासियों को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए या ILP इंप्लीमेंट करने के बोल रहे हैं अगर ये लोग नागा आदिवासियों को प्यार करता है नागालैंड को प्यार करता है तो हम लोग को सपोर्ट करने चाहिए ना हम थोड़ी ना इन लोग को अगेंस्ट कर रहे हैं दिस इज द बिग क्वेश्चन ओके दिस इज द बिग क्वेश्चन नागामन इतना अंडरस्टैंड करो लगे नागामन इतना विशेष इतना सभी नाउ आई विल आल्सो से दिस थिंग सी these people I call them देश की गदर लोग मैं तहन क्या देश ला गदर खान कोई इन टाइम टाइम हिंदी दा आज तो कुमा मन की बुझबो लागे कोने नाउ सी इले कोले तो itu kan government की भी टैक्स ठीक नहीं दे नागा मन की भी नागा मन ला बेकिंग लोई के ना नागा मन ला माटी छिंगे बो इना का बोल के ना ये तो बोल के ना नागा मन के मोरम करे को जाए के ना सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के ऑल द इन्फॉर्मेशन दी दे तो itu man kan double game खेला सुतो itu आरो itu प्रेस लिस्ट को आसे नागालैंड दे 40-50 years थाई जामन को जा जबो का से तो आज ही देख के आसे what date is there Saturday 10 May तो आज ये जन बाहर मन 10 May था 2057 दे सेम कबो तो ताई सेम कबो तो आमी दिमापुर दे 50 years बोझ से कुछ जबो कबो तो so that's what we are talking about ना तो इधे see Supreme Court of India पर भी तो March 25, 1971 the cut off line दिखना से illegal immigrants deport कोडी भी कासो तो असम मन कन गया court defied कुछ है the Supreme Court passed a verdict in favor of the indigenous of Assam people नहीं कुम्मा मन तो इतु ILP करने court defied खेलो कैसा against नागा पासे we are ready if it is about crime, na, law, court can but if it is about the identity and the land of the Nagas, public will answer. Public will answer to. अगर हमारा ज़मीन हमारा पेचन का बात करते हैं तो जनता तो जवाब देता है ना तो सभी असम गवर्नमेंट kan cut off line 1971 दिखे ना आमी kan government of Nagaland tied up implement to Quran है proposal ऐसे है they say that they will have a discussion with the CSS and all होली 1979 दिखे ना सो तो आमी kan Nagaland नहीं तो असम government के थक्ष्य असम government के थक्ष्य तो तहन तो भी 1979 दिखे आमी kan Nagaland 1979 वो कासो तो अरे आमी kan Nagamantu iman tuk tu paklatun hola. So this has to be sorted out. Nah. So some people are saying Dimapur is a mini India. They are manipulating. Come on, Nagamandu, itu man kan Dimapur is a mini India. So if Dimapur is a mini India, are they saying that Kohima is not India? Are they saying that Mukushing is not India? Entire Nagaland is under India, but Article 371 is for the to protect the tribal people like us now. So they should know. Now these people, what they are doing, they will take, see, they have money, they have resources. This is the harsh fact. They are close with some of the politicians, some of our national workers, some of the bureaucrats, some of our Naga elders. And they threaten us whenever we go and ask them. Of course, they are elder, we respect them. अपनी जनम नहा के ते आमी तो नागालैंड ते थेंग राखिसे मतलब मुझे नागा न होय ताई नागा हो जिसे आमी नो जनम नहा के ताई नागालैंड ते जिसे कन ताई नागा हो जिसे आरा ताकसे मैं मारवाड़ी नागा मैं बिहारी नागा there is no such मारवाड़ी नागा कछारी नागा बिहारी नागा नागा तो नागा से मारवाड़ी तो नागा से and one last thing I would really want to appreciate one community and the Nagas are also aware. You know what, Gorkha people, they came to my office. They came to my office. And you know what these Gorkha people say? We are Gorkha. We were Gorkha, we are Gorkha, and we will always be Gorkha. We will never be Naga, even if he tells us to be a Naga. And we are proud to be called as a Gorkha. And they didn't come to seek for their, they didn't come to our office to ask for their rights. They came to tell their rights and they went back. I feel so proud of them. हिंदी पर कहो यह गोरखा लोग आया था हमारे ऑफिस पे बोला था कि उन लोग का गर्व है कि वो गोरखा है और वो नागा भी नहीं है और नागा कभी नहीं रहेगा वो उसका हक मांगने के लिए नहीं आया था हक बोलने के लिए आया था so this is the type of community we need ना तो 1960 पर आगे था माने के लिए ILP against grassroots that is the question so we have given a letter to the Mar Samaj seeking clarification on Basu Damani. Just see, they should also know their limit now. Just because I become a member of NPF, just because I become a member of RPP or BJP or Congress, that does not give them the authority to just say whatever they want. So we are also looking to it and we are against such thing. If the Marwari Samaj, whatever they are asking, the rights from the administration, first of all, let them answer us whether they are in support of ILP or not. Yeah, that is the question.
अच्छा अपने kan 5th April 2025 the government issue कराया है जो ILP strictly implement कर दो but जो ILP लगा issue तो NSF का इसी साल का take up कर गिना है so अपने kan जो NSF का take up करें तो अभी जो DNSU का जो ILP implement कर बोले लगा अपने kan मन दामों बड़ा वकल को ऐसे तो इतना लगा related तो तो NSF प्राभी एक लोगों को नॉले NSF प्राभी अपने kan Dimapur Naga student प्राभी तो Dimapur within the ILP implement को जब contradict ना होगा
actually itu contradict तो ना होगा लगे see आमी kan Dimapur Naga student union आमी kan jurisdiction दे मोखन भी मोखन ला autonomous मोखन ला power चला के ना function कर ले बालम now there is one thing there are certain things we need to consult. As a whole, Naga, NSF is spearheading. I don't know whether I should say this or not, but NSF is spearheading. Now, concerning, see, the Dimapur, Naga Council, Dimapur is the apex body. We have voting rights there also. So we are also in consulting with the Naga Council, Dimapur. Our Dimapur ILP implement kurbo lagi go lito government prep discuss lito on behalf of all the CEOs Naga Council ki matibo. And Dimapur Naga Union only if they invite us, we will go. But still then. Naga Council kan pra jai kena kota koi Now itu ILP lah itu I'm come to Dimapur just because like our agents have said ILP is in regard to this new land Chumungkidima and Dimapur, but we are only focusing on this Dimapur. About the letter to the governor, we have met the governor also. Now the government should also understand if he really loves the Nagas, the governor of Nagaland should also understand. The Naga people are suffering a lot. The Naga people are suffering a lot. Now, it is unfortunate that the governor of Nagaland is not aware of these outsiders, non-locals, I should say. They don't feel good when I call them non-locals. Taking the name of our politicians underground and threatening us. They can even take the name of Indian Army and threaten us. They can even take the name of underground and threaten us. Whereas we Naga public, we cannot even take the name of Indian Army and threaten them, nor can we take the name of underground and threaten them. This is the situation we are living. Not all the underground is the same, but few. Now there are so many national workers. That the main purpose of national workers is to protect the identity, the land, the resource of the Nagas. They call it insurgency. And the government of India also knows what is meant by insurgency. Insurgency means it's not a terrorist. Insurgency means people who are not happy with the law system of the government. They become against the government. A movement showing their dissatisfaction. When the law is discriminating them. Our Nagas were divided into different states and countries, Myanmar, Manipur. That is how this Naga Nation movements are. They call it insurgency, we call it Naga National Freedom Fighters. And these Mayang people, these Tsumars, we call it Tsumars, Nagaman Tsumar. These Tsumars, Amikan takes digana, Amikan Naga Freedom Fighters kan into bunduk to the reason for this the freedom of the Naga Nation movement is for the Nagas sovereignty, self-determination, for our unique identity. Itu kan kurasa for our land, for our identity, itu movement start itu. First thing too. Itu kasi when the government of when the Indian Army came and occupied our land, the movement was started too. You know, their foundation and the forming of these Naga Nation workers were because of our, I'm repeating, sorry, identity and our land. These people, in order to, kill our existence, in order to snatch our land, they are using our national workers. They thought, tahan babishiki. See, our national workers andas the man treatment of it. Biya man ki treatment tahan bi. If it is treating the interests of the Nagas, na. And I should tell you, if this is not implemented properly, if ILP is not implemented properly, it will be a, kindly note this, it will be a non-violent genocide of the ethnic identities of the Nagas. Non-violent genocide of the ethnic identity of the Nagas. Itu bujbo lagi deh. Aji tu Dimapur aise. Tina kali tu Kohima. Ara Kohima yu kali person ko tu. Kali yu Kohima tu aste ora non-locals view jekle to 30-40 years boji ko bo. Kohima bi mini India so ko bo. At least Kohima tu capital of Nagaland so ko bo. Nadlaw jo ko to. So this thing will go on. To Assam government to 1971 begin as a cut off line March 25 day. Deport could because now I cannot comment on that part where the Assam government can deport all these illegal immigrants or not. Holy be kanun to banai dishi tu. Itu para protect to prasa at least tu. Tahan para deport ko na parsu will be bulletproof ki dishi tu. To government of Nagaland dekle bulletproof ne de. Clear cut ko dibi na. ILP na dalbo ko gina. Nagaman ko bi na. Na dalshi ko to bhal dalshi ko bi na. Now whether we can send out all these illegal immigrants or not is alok khata. Bihar man ki kheta se Bihar jagna bhoi jabo. Marwari man ki kheta se Rajasthan jagna bhoi jabo. Punjabi kan Punjab jai jabo tam jaga se dakan to for them to no issue. Ar mo kan kheta bi na. If they want to be different, they want tahan illegal immigrants loka alag thagi mo chigli to they samaj they should also support the Nagas na. Tami nagaman bha sigli to. So the first thing first I say at least Assam government kan nishna 1971 cut off line dato. Am kan Nagaman bi clear cut ekta cut off line did bola ge. And this acts and regulation coming out, it was supposed to protect and safeguard the Nagas. But unfortunately, I could see all these acts and regulation is to give more benefits to the outsiders. So we will all have to see to it. Intellectuals are there, Nagamana say, COCs are there. We will come together and discuss. But this implementation of ILP should be done. I know the government. Into transparency, I say government of Nagaland kita rukawan na parbo. That too I know. But if the administrator, the government of Nagaland can sincerity bar kurushik luto, গুছাটো গুছ যাব হ'লে ক'তে বহিব না চি সাপোজ আমি নাগামান আছে কিন্তু আমি লগতে জোকালি কাম কৰিব লাগিছে বিল্ডিং কনস্ট্ৰাক্ট কৰিব লাগিছে তো আমি ক'বতো ILP কই ILP দেখাবি তেতিয়া জোকালি কাম নকৰিব না আপোনাৰ প্লাম্বাৰ জব কৰা আছে প্লাম্বাৰ মানকে কই ILP কই এটলিষ্ট পারবো তো তাহানকে রুখাবি কোনে আইব দিবি না হলে ল্যান্ডিং গ্রাউন্ড নিদিব লাগে তো এটাই আছে আমি কারণ
Now, 28 March 2025, Deputy Commissioner Office, the consultative meeting decision, minorities can hold it. Unfortunately, ITC by chair Bushi, only Tade Takan media logot Kotagram Takan Bushi, government Nagajun to cut off year as a 1979, November to implement Bole, so willing as a. They have even urged the government, prior to that, Kunbado voters I think Takana will be 1960 I can say, prior to that day, I can consider request. Now there is a confusion. Civil society requested December 1, 1963. Again, government proposal like 1979 November. So now Dimapur Nakai Students Union government implement request ILP will be as a pressure group. Upon the government get to Chiti like as a public safeguard rights of the Nagas as a student body, apex body of Dimapur. Ki mangya se cut off year to ki hobo lagi.
Sure. Cut off year first thing first. Ami kan constitute Dimapur Naga Council. NSF being the apex body. NSF their opinion is December 1, 1963. Ami kan Nagaman Nagasan. Nagaman ki mangya se to ami kan DNSU kan mangya se. NSF kan mangya se. तो तहन कहतु 1960 पर आगे तक ना से कुमा तो डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं को आसे तो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव के मांगिना बना लेबी ना that cannot be an excuse ना आमी खान पहले तो डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं तो ना ILP ना दिलु कहतु that cannot be an excuse itu to logic इको logic नहीं था दे बड़ा हाँ और सभी again there are still people कौन माने इधर तो कोई दे ठीक इतो implement करने से they will again misuse the regulation that has been passed कौन माने उनको बोलो राजस्थान पर आइबो नइले तो हरियाणा पर आइबो ना गुरगांव पंजाब बिहार पर आइबो तो के गाना ऐसे गलो तो आमिना पहिला हामीलाई ग्रान्डफादर 1960 पहिला 1960 नथाकात ना हामीलाई ग्रान्डफादर थाकिछ हामी के दिने दिपे म माथि किनु बोलबो सी बुझिबो लागि दिमाग थाकिबो लागि तो एक्चुअली पुरा दिमाग दिगेन छै बुझिबो लागि आरो कोनमा तो कासे तो आमी खान तो के किना करबो आमी खाना डकुमेन्ट्स नै तो बनाबी ना authenticate at least electricity bill দিছ হলা নহলে রেশন কার্ড থাকিছ হলা কিবা তো থাকিছ হলা তো থাকিছ না ট্রেড লাইসেন্স থাকিছ হলা at least তো কিবা তো থাকিছ হলা এটা আনিবি authenticate করবি যেটি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন খান পৰা নিদিয়ে কইছিল তো গভর্নমেন্ট নাগাছিন তাহান বছৰ জিন আছে কিন্তু we will go and request the administrator that these people came prior to the 1960 তাহান ইনডিজিন দিও মখন কব তো হলিবি তাহান ডকুমেন্টস নাই এটা কারণে ILP না দলবি তো তাইলা একটা খানদান বাঁচাবলে সব নাগামান কি দুবাই দিব তো না পারবো so there is always a way if both the parties come together না তো এটা আছে কি নাথিং সিস্টেম গ্র্যান্ডফাদার একটা আইকিনা থাকিছে পুরা খানদান আই যাব নাকি মানে গ্রেট গ্র্যান্ডফাদার নাথিং সিস্টেম আগে থাকিছে সব কারণে ইনডিজিন দিব নাকি these people they have money once their implementation itu tahan favor dal দিছ না পুরা নাগারিনি কিনলবো তাহান পয়সা আছে তো আমি নাগা বানাছে তবে নাগা স্টুডেন্ট আমি নিজের নাগা মানি মাতি নাই কোন মতে কিনকিনে ভাবছো তো ভেরিফিকেশন যাব আর কোন ILP এগেইনস্ট কৰা আছে ইটো ইলিগেল ইমিগ্রেন্টস খান নই দে ইটো খান তো 1960 প্ৰায় পৰা থাকা মান আছে তো তাখান কি ILP এগেইনস্ট কৰা আছে আমি খান ইটো ভেরিফাই করব সো দিস ইজ ইট
अच्छा आपने कट ऑफ टेक तो 63 हो गई ना 79 हो गई ना
नो 70 आसाम तक भी 79 दिगिना सो 71 আমি 71 ना तो आसाम तक भी 71 दिगिना আছে আমি খান নাগাল্যান্ড তো आफ्टर आसाम only state was created तो ino gina 79 daw to don't you see any wrong there it should be 63 actually nah and if at all whichever is earlier but 71 Assam digina say under the leadership of the Assam governor we got statehood tahan ju 71 digina say nagaman pola pra to illegal immigrants problem face no hageta Assam to polar face ko na so tahan tak 71 digina so this is the truth you can check it documents sabi itu ase
yeah okay that those who have documents prior to 63 non-Nagaland
actually it is not us who did not agree or it is not us who asked the government to say but government said that they should be given some certain rights and we accept it in fact not only that non-locals kami takan nila right to thakba lagibo very it is also our responsibility to safeguard the minorities But to safeguard for the well-being of the Nagas and for the well-being of them, to coexist together in peace and harmony, not at the cost of the future of my children or my future.
Those who were here prior to
1963, yes.
to become a non-Naga
Indigenous, yes.
You are okay with it now?
I'm okay with it.
मतलब plain manu दूसरा मारवाड़ी होली भी बिहारी होली bengali होली
See, they have also contributed towards the Nagaland state. These people were already there since Second World War II. So this thing, we acknowledge that, and we also accept that, but we do not accept the mentality of them saying that ILP should not be implemented. Aro tala grandfather immediate generation kan thake na holi bi tahana bloodline pura gusi jabo chakri idibi alap bhagwa lage the aaj ekta sadi gorche chata bacha peda gorchi to ara bacha chata sadi gurbu to ara bacha chata bacha gorchi gilo to already 20 odishe within 10 years khatam ho jabo na kando na husa kota ase. So all this thing mohal na future karne kola ase to public kan janbo lage it karne am kan this is very important, and I would like to request the media fraternity to sabi important thakibo pare. There are so many important issues we have media coverage लेकिन ऐसे बोले भी इतु तो paratak तो सब जगह पे पहुंचाई दी सब मन जन बोला गया इतु तो ना the government will always talk about procedures after procedures. Aji I'm just a caretaker of this office. इतु दिमाग नगा सिंह तो हमने private port नहीं तो हम इतु caretaker ऐसे हमने तीनों खत्म हो जाओ दूसरा president जाओ परे इतु issue था कि वो तो इतु issue तो government ना मुझ पर तो नो को वो हले भी procedure after procedure को ना 2 साल हो जाए ILP तो किमान साल हो जाए इतु issue था तो. So we should make the government, to do things. Unless we let the government do things, they will never do. So times will come where, if at all, we have to go for democratic agitation. But this issue is very sensitive. So with handle process, we are also thinking to have a coordination meeting with other samaj. Locals can meeting understanding that we are trying to make them understand that ILP is actually not to go against them. We are trying to make them understand. Meeting consultative meeting. Sorry, consultative meeting. Yeah.
So, President Sir, since Abdian wala she representation or she submit puna signado uli pase to apne na concrete stem yes or issue ko next course of action apne ki lo boles I know.
So that too we cannot tell now. Some steps are better to be hidden. It is not good to say it in the media. See, mahan be tur man ge apni durubole ayasde gulo to already tur man pola jelo ko thobo na. Please try to understand the stand of the DNSU also. But we will coordinate, especially first thing first. Public to DNSU logo aside, DNSU public aside, supporters can aside. It's just that we are not, only mohan be aside. Or we will have a meeting with the Naga Council also. Dusa sales can be matibo. Or we also have NSF. So it has some what step will be taken into mohan? We have already planned out, and we have so many things to do. But as of now, we will not be exposing this in the media. Thank you.
And your second point, your second question, mokan ki mangi ase wa tu effective and robust mechanism to check ILP validity. Yeah, to us.
So, since ILP laga man firmly stand with us, adamant as it related to concerning public laga non-indigenous certificate or SC can get non-locals, especially Naga women's married to non-local can Naga certificate can shit you back. So itu laga stand laga bode DNSU laga key opinion as
Personal faith, personal relationship. Na ito kumamantu ami kan naga maikin ko my life my rule ko bo. To sa si. Ina ko no kurvide ko lito my life my rule ko bo. Duk paise ko lito where are the student leaders ko bo. Back this when I was in Delhi, such thing happened. When we told them not to go and meet someone at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., they will throw their spit on us. They will even smoke cigarette and throw on our face. My life my rule abo. Rep hoise ko lito kanding na ibo. Where is the student leader? Where is the president? Pola ekbar nagaman example mo dibo. I'll come back to the point. I'll just ek the student kan ke harass condition hai. Sab man bram mo ke mara shuru che. Mo treatment garne dil jai jeshi to. Mo to mo injured la flight nai private jet nai aibo na pare. Nagaman lai to same mentality naga michael ko bita ase see tai pura foreigners logo sadi kuribi tai pura bihar logo sadi kuribi bengal logo kuribi maru logo kuribi you don't mind hole bi title to nidibi ne nidibi we are very minority no headdress hole bi to bloodline to rakhibi na sabi ILP la khota ko ase ar ILP re bi danger ito asu to scheduled tribe ratio to aro ito to indigenous group aro more genuine ho jase to this Aadhaar card ration card does not prove anything anybody can make Aadhaar card moi dil jayegi ni Aadhaar card bana parbo I can make voter card mo bana pare banai notice also there, we used to vote tadi na Delhi there we are also voters to mo khan bi Delhi jayegi na I'm a voter ami khan Delhi there 200 sal boisho kolebi they will not give us a right to contest in election or in their municipal council but they are asking na to college are skilled tribe I should do it is skilled tribe to we don't acknowledge it and we are very much against it apni kan mida bi you plays a very important role kunma manu thakur abu mi thakshi kole to na nole chishu kumar thakshi kole to expose korbi na no media have a big role here and there I can see DNSU to unfortunately we are not superman we cannot go everywhere actually my executive is to complain kita wo trip jawab I gonna moi tahan git raisi koro na di every month we are coming up with issue transparent issue to us kan media are also very much aware to ido kwan isne tum local sadi kora to we are not against it but do not take the title of the nagas nagam title no loge they cannot inherit our land aro by chance bra baba na baba bihar la title libi mara se maru na title libi tas no hatred okay maybe that is affecting the other nagas some of our related man bi sadi ho gina se to non local man ge title lobo ne de ami title lobo ne de idu charbi adopt korgina nijola bajage to David James rakitbo aro adopt kora man ge inzen bomo hokhato example court fight jese gilo kun hi samana mase kun hi english le nam ase it can be so we have never acknowledged this we are totally against it host can be against korgina se so yeah that is the stand of the CSOs and the government of the day they are also very much aware ajikal to huna to nidia hoisho kushe media ko ase so I think it should be fine but this is very important issue more important than ILP actually but it to you know iman issue to dongol hanai still few is there na
Thank you.